Yes, people, good afternoon to you all and happy Sunday. France has just qualified for the quarter of final of the World Cup, beating Poland by 3 goals to 1. Mbappe with 2 goals. Man of the match. Is Mbappe the next god? Tell me. I want to hear from you, of course. Big up to everyone that is watching this. Don't forget to smash the like if you're new to the channel. Please make sure you subscribe. On my way to 1,500 in about 6 months. So I really appreciate if you could subscribe if you're new to the channel. And today with me, we're going to review the game, and of course we're going to look ahead as well tonight between England and Senegal. And France next opponent on the quarterfinals is going to come from England or Senegal, so we're going to look ahead at that as well. With me for a long time, welcome back to my channel again, George. How are you? Did you enjoy the game?
Yeah, I'm all good, man. We got everyone in the chat. We got everyone watching this. Make sure we all smash the like button on this video as well. Yeah, mate. The game was great. I mean, we'll of course review it and go through it and all that stuff. But yeah, France, man, they're looking good, and Mbappe is just unbelievable. But yeah, I'm happy to be back on your channel, man. And yeah, big up to you for letting me come back on.
Nah, I mean, it's my pleasure, and I really appreciate you coming along. At least I got someone to talk to as well. And of course, everyone in the chat, I always seem to try and go through everyone in the chat. And yeah, so what did you make of the game, right? A good start from France. Then they slowed down a little bit, and Poland had quite a few chances before halftime. Poland probably had the best chances just before halftime. Of course, France was the better team, and that first 20-25 minutes, France should easily got 2-3-0 up. And then, like I said, France slowed a little bit, but then Poland had their chances. They didn't take their chances, right? And just before halftime, the only one and only Giroud, right? Once again, he break Thierry Henry record, right? Now he's France's all-time goal scorer, and that was a good finish, good play as well. The way Mbappe just released the ball very quickly, and that was actually a good finish from Giroud. The way he put his feet basically under the ball, that wasn't an easy. A lot of people thought the keeper should have done it better, but people have to realize the way that Giroud put his feet under the ball, that finish, the ball bounce as well. That was a great finish from probably one of the most underrated strikers in the last probably 15 years. I always rate Giroud. I've said this in a lot of my streams that Giroud is absolutely top player. He never seems to score an ugly goal, right? You see that basically kick he did, but the ref blow it before because apparently Varane fault Matikash. But I mean, Giroud. I thought Giroud overall also had a good game. Mbappe ended up having a good game because he scored 2 goals, right? 2 great finish from a young player that I've said what I've said about Mbappe, and I've said this in a few of my streams as well about Mbappe, that, people should never compare Mbappe with Haaland, right? I take Mbappe all day long over Haaland. Clearly, there's a big difference between them two. And you see that Mbappe was not actually having the best game today, but all of a sudden, he turned his motorbike on and then scored 2 goals. This kid is unbelievable. 23 years old, have already scored 5 goals in this World Cup, have scored 9 goals, I think, in 2 World Cups, have already won World Cup, like I said. He might win another World Cup. I mean, Mbappe is just... This kid will definitely... I've said this a few times as well. This kid will definitely be up there with the legends. With 23 years old, the numbers that he has already... It's not all about numbers, right? I hate seeing people going through stats, right? I'm not a big fan of checking stats. For me, stats means nothing, right? Like, if you actually check the stats today, right, France absolutely dominate Poland, but I didn't think that was that domination like we saw Argentina against Poland. Argentina completely dominated Poland. I know Poland lost today, but I thought this was the best Poland game in the World Cup. And let's not forget, they faced France, the world champions. But going back with Mbappe, like I say, he wasn't having a good game. For me, we're going to go through our man of the match today. Giroud overall had a very good game, like Griezmann. I don't know why, but Griezmann is just that kind of player that I think everyone would love to have in their team. I mean, Griezmann worked right once again today. This guy is like Pepe Guardiola says once about Messi. Messi's number 8, number 10, number 9, everything. Griezmann, I know he doesn't really finish a lot, but Griezmann, the role he has for this France team is like he's the number 6, he's the number 8, he's the number 10, he's the number 7, he's the number 5, he's the number 3, he's the number 2. The guy defends, attacks, and he does everything. What a game he had! And like I said, a good start from France. Then they slowed down. Poland could have got ahead before Giroud goal, but then they didn't take the chances. Then second half, again, France, the first 10 minutes, second half, start well, could have scored, but then they slowed down a little bit. There wasn't really chances from both sides. Then, like I said, all of a sudden, Mbappe was like, I'm just going to finish this game. I'm going to score 2-0, and then that's it. Poland hopes was gone. So, yeah, what did you make of the game, my man?
Yeah, so my thoughts on the game. Yeah, as you said, I thought France started off very strongly. And yeah, like I thought Poland defended really well, though. I'd say the first 20 minutes. And they had a very good, I think it's about a 15-minute good spell from Poland when they had some very good chances. And Lloris pulled off some mad saves. And yeah, and then after that, obviously, Giroud, top goal scorer of France at all time now. Crazy. He's taken over Thierry Henry now. So, look, Giroud is world class of France, and I know, yeah, he also used to play for Arsenal as well, and he was. People have mixed opinions of him when he played for Arsenal. People was like, "Oh, he's too slow for Arsenal" and all that stuff. But I actually rated him really highly. I thought he was class for Arsenal, and yeah, of course he's because France they got no Benzema. He's injured, so Giroud has had to step up now to replace Benzema. And I think he's done that. He's done superb, this World Cup, Giroud. And yeah, great goal from him. Great
Like
finish.
in the last World Cup, I'm pretty sure. Do you remember watching the last World Cup? Giroud
in
was
Russia,
one of the key players for France, and he did not score a single in the last World Cup. But Giroud was absolutely amazing in the last World Cup. He was so important for France style of football. Very, very, very important. But yeah, I'll let you finish off, my man.
Yeah, and then obviously half time, France come out again, same as it did towards the end of the first half, and that second goal, right? It all came from Griezmann clearing it out. Poland were attacking, of course, and then Griezmann cleared it out, and that touch from Giroud, mate, that was world class. The way he brought it down, found Dembele, Mbappe, and Mbappe just stood there for about 2 seconds, and then he just looked up to Chesney and placed it into the goal. It was class, and that's how good Mbappe is, man. What a finish from him. 2-0, and then the game's pretty much over. Then, especially when you're playing against France, and then and then once again Mbappe, absolutely fantastic, making it 3-0. What a goal! And then and then right at the end we had that little penalty incident where Poland got a consolation penalty and it got retaken, and Lewandowski done that run up and he scored. And look, 3-1, France will take it. And look, obviously England are playing tonight, and we're gonna go through that game I think as well, but. Even if we beat Senegal, I'm not confident that England will get anything against this French team, even with the injuries that they have. Like, there's no Benzema, there's no Nkunku. You still look at that squad, and that squad that France have is unbelievable. And for me, like, I know probably Mbappe was going to get man of the match, but for me, the player that stood out to me the most, it may surprise people, but Rabiot, man, in midfield. I thought Rabiot was class once again.
I think Rabiot definitely second half was better in the first half. You did not really see Rabiot much in that first half, and that's where France was actually struggling a little bit. Right, he wasn't running the midfield. He was all over the place. You couldn't not see Rabiot. But then in the second half, looks like he stepped in. And then you saw a better organisation from France. Like you mentioned, that Griezmann, basically winning the ball, and then Giroud, Dembele, and then Mbappe standing there for like basically 2 seconds, and then he just fall. Like the power on that shot was absolutely unbelievable. We're gonna go through some more key moments of the game, and like I said, review it. Going ahead as well in England Senegal, because the winner from England Senegal will be facing France. Big up to everyone that is watching this, and we've got 12 people watching us now. Really appreciate the support, everyone. Well, 20 people now. If
Love
you're
that.
new to the channel, please make sure you subscribe, and I really appreciate. I'm just gonna go through everyone, and also please let me know your thoughts. I want to hear your thoughts. That's why I'm in here. Let me know what was your thoughts about the game. You know, Mbappe, Giroud, France. Next opponent in the quarterfinal, it might be England. Who knows? Senegal might surprise. But please let me know your thoughts on a live chat, because I'm gonna go through in a live chat right now, and I've got few in here. Even at myself, just before the stream, I said that Mbappe is definitely going to be the next god. I've said this lots of times. But onto the ball, big up to you. My man says, vamos, vamos, vamos. Yes, big up to you. And he says, Mbappe, 14-1, top goal scorer was Bayern money. And now he's, onto the ball's been saying that since the beginning of the World Cup. And I think, I'm not sure if you had a bet on. If you had, let me know in the chat. And yeah, look, 5 goals already. I don't think anyone gonna take it from Mbappe, because I do believe that, like I predict before the World Cup start, I just think France will go at least all the way to the final. I'm not sure if they're gonna win it unless they face Argentina. Of course, Argentina is gonna win it. And Steve, big up to you. Says Alelis Blues. Yes, 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 my man. He says vamos, vamos, come on, France. Yes. Rabiot, man of the match. Sorry,
Yeah.
nah, no way. That first half, he was very, very poor. You didn't see Rabiot in the first half. Unfortunately, I will disagree with that, because I did not see Rabiot. He's been good. Like, he's been good just before the World Cup. He was good for Juventus. Probably the best player for Juventus this season. But come on, that first half, you did not see Rabiot anywhere. And he says, France, yes, 9. King of football, be up to you, my brother. Please also make sure you smash the like on this video, because I always seem to have so many people watching me that then I end up the stream with like only 10 people that actually like the video. And like I said, it does not cost you anything, only takes you 3 seconds. And also, if you could subscribe to True Gunner in here, my man George, I really, really appreciate if you could subscribe to him. Josh, you're just going to have to look on your phone and leave you link of your channel in the chat so people can help and subscribe. And King of Football, really appreciate my brother. He says, live in YouTube, perfect, brother. Always, Football Friday is always live. I'm going to be in here for every game. I'm going to review every game of round of 16, maybe every game for the quarterfinal until probably all the way to the final, and of course the final. I might be drunk in the final, but let's wait and see. Big up Stephen Alele Blues. Yes, Rabiot, definitely. So Steve thinks Rabiot is man of the match today, like George was said. I do not agree, of course. Doesn't mean anything. You still make sure you like and subscribe to George and me as well. And this is power of football and talking about a beautiful game. We have to agree and disagree. If we all agree on the same things, not good. And also, I've got in here, my man Cleo says, Mini Coupe, Panemonin League says, and Guy, is it 2 stars on the blue jersey, not 1? I know, my man, I know France won in 98 and in 2018, right? They might actually win again. And you know why? The reason I haven't got 2 in here is because I'm waiting for the 3rd, right? So the 3rd is ready out there. That's why at the minute I got only 1. But big up to you, my man.
Hey,
Really
that shirt's from the Euros, in it, 2012.
I'm not sure, to be honest.
Oh.
I've got too many. You know, I've got another 2. I think 2 French shirts on my drawer. So I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, I just get everything. And as you see in here in my background, and I've got a few more to pick up from post office tomorrow. Let's see. Let's wait and see. Steve Ayer says in farce they managed to shut down Mbappe with 2 players, then seems to forget about him. And yeah, like I said, he scored 2 amazing goals. This is the difference between Mbappe and Haaland, right? Mbappe can do on his own, right? Haaland cannot do this kind of things like Mbappe does. This is what I say. I will always take Mbappe over Haaland and basically anyone's out there. Mbappe will definitely be the real deal The next God, there's no problem about that. 23 years old. He's just crazy. And Steve A said definitely all game. Rabiot was amazing. Yes, that second half he was really good, but I didn't think he was any good on the first half. That's me. Look, like I said, we all see the game different. And Griezmann was important, definitely, but Rabiot. He's still talking about Rabiot. I'm not sure. He probably wants to get a haircut like Rabiot. And look, big up, 20 people watching. Big up to you, look, I really appreciate. He's going to come on my England. I think he's going to come on an England one. And Steve says, non chance, definitely man of the match. Sorry, or overall class. Who? Rabiot. Nah, not that first half. You get man of the match, you need to play. You need to play well for the whole game, not just 45 minutes. Otherwise, Mbappe will end up getting the man of the match. And he said Rabiot had two men to play against. Remember, masterclass performance. So how come in that first half, where Poland was clearly, the best moments on Poland on that game was that first half, right? And they had quite a few chances. There was dominate France midfield, right? And where was Rabiot then? This is what I'm trying to class, right? You saying that Rabiot, second half, yeah, he was really good. But then if you say Rabiot was good, right, why was Poland in probably after the first 20 minutes, Poland was dominate France, was creating chances from the left, from the right, from the middle. You did not see Rabiot, right? And how come a player can have a class performance when you basically did not see him for 45 minutes? You tell me about it. But yeah, Joshua Artist, you was meant to be on my stream. I don't know where are you, but look, lucky I got George with me but big up to you, Joshua. Really appreciate the support as always. Says because he had two men on him all the time. That's Mbappe doesn't defend much. Yeah, of course. And but yeah, Rabiot was very poor in that first half. Rabiot played more on the left. But anyways, big up to everyone that is watching this. We still got about 14 people right now watching. I really appreciate the support. And yeah, Josh, talking about man of the match, right? I'm just going to give my man of the match. I will have to say Griezmann. For me, it was between Griezmann and Giroud. There's no way Rabiot had a better game than this two. Not chance. Not in a million years.
Jose, do you not think that who's better than Tuchemeni? The other midfielder. What's his name? Tuchemeni.
Tchouaméni.
You not think Rabiot was better than Tuchemeni in that first half?
Two different players.
Yeah, but they're both in midfield, right?
Yeah, they're both different. They both got different role, complete two different players, absolute two different players, right? Rabiot is good more like, passing the ball. I mean, he's two good players, but people not coming and telling me that Rabiot was man of the match today because I will not agree. But look, we have to respect each other. You think he's Rabiot, Steve thinks he's Rabiot. Like he says in here, anyways, we win. That's what him as a French guy, he's happy the team win, but not Rabiot because, like I said, the thing is, right, the reason I'm saying that Rabiot was not man of the match today is because I explain, right? If I say the player is not man of the match, yeah, like someone in the chat, please tell me what do you think Rabiot was man of the match. I will then, you may make me change my mind and agree with you, but you have to explain to me when people say things, yeah, just say it, but you have to explain why is that player better? Why you think that player is better than that one? What do you think this player was man of the match? The reason I think Rabiot was not man of the match was because overall, yeah, he was, first half, he was very poor, right? And overall, Griezmann and Giroud was more important to say and had overall a better game than because a football game is not only 45 minutes. Football game is 90-minute plus, wherever, maybe sometimes go extra time. And Rabiot second half, you clearly saw that Poland create less dangers in that second half because Rabiot probably at halftime, Didier Deschamps told him, look, Rabiot, you need to step in because they winning everything, right? And they're creating chances. They're putting the ball in the left, they're putting the ball in the right, they're putting the ball in the middle. And you saw that first half, Poland could have gone 1-0 up. right? And they had quite a few chances. They actually had the ball. I think in the first half, between the 25th minute till about 40 minutes, just before Giroud goal, right? Poland had the most possession and Poland was controlling the game. And then you did not see Rabiot. This is what I'm trying to say. And Rabiot should be the one that stepped in. Tchouameni was on his own. He couldn't win against, like Lewandowski was dropping back as well, and Zielinski as well. Every Poland player was winning all around from France half of the pitch. You know, every Poland player was winning everything in that 20 minutes of period, maybe 15 minutes of that time in the first half, and we did not see Rabiot. That's what I'm trying to say. If you think Rabiot was the best, at least you try to explain. This is what I say to people, right? I'm not saying that, you know, you are wrong, but at least try to explain to me why do you think Rabiot was man of the match. Then I might change my mind, but I don't think I will change my mind because I basically just explain why I think that Rabiot wasn't the man of the match today. And for me, my man of the match today was hard to pick between between Giroud or Griezmann, but as a team player overall, and the most important today for me was definitely Giroud or Griezmann, and I probably will give to Giroud just because Giroud scored on block Poland. Poland was that moment when Giroud scored, and that was a great finish, right? I've said already that finish was absolutely brilliant, and on the France second goal as well, his run, like Josh said, giving the ball to Dembele, could have easily passed to Mbappe first before he gave it to Dembele. And who knows, if he had to pass the ball to Mbappe first, Mbappe would probably not finish. Probably wouldn't score. But yeah, probably Giroud overall, for me, Giroud or Griezmann, but never Rabiot. Let me just go through it in a chat because I'm talking a little bit too much just because of like, you know, I disagree with someone. I agree today Rabiot was better. Today, definitely, yes, no chance. How long will this live goes on? I try to join if possible, bro. Big up to you both. Yeah, if you want to come along, you're more than welcome. You or anyone's like I always says. So Steve says he stopped so much attacking second half. Come on the ball, Steve. What did I say about second half? Right, second half he was basically blocking Poland from creating dangers like they did in the first half, right? This is what I said. He had a very, very good second half. And for me, that second half, his performance second half was unreal. But that first half, he was very poor. And my man of the match goes to a player that performed, you know, during the 90 minutes or probably 75 minutes, 70 minutes. No, I'm not going to give a player man of the match just because of 45 minutes. A player who'd even had, you don't need to score goals or you don't need to assist in football to become man of the match. Yes, and credit to the ones that always. This is what I said a lot of times in some of my live streams when I review the games. I actually give the man of the match award to some of the coaches as well. I actually gave to Saudi Arabia against Argentina. I gave to them. Japan against Germany. I gave the man of the match to the Japan manager. Not always the players deserve, right? And today, for me, definitely, I would have to say Giroud, right? Break any records, right? I mean, Giroud is a special player. He's not only a top goal scorer, he scores goal, but he also is very important as a team player. The work rate that Giroud does, especially in this France squad, right? We've seen in 2018 how important he was without scoring a single goal, and we've seen how important he's been so far in this World Cup for France. And Steve also said first half was just his fault, was all France back off. And I am read, and he says he wasn't just his fault first half, he actually tried first half, but everyone stepped back, he just controlled the game better second half. Yeah, second half was really, really good. But yeah, Josh, any of the key moments of this game, could you see an upset from Poland? Maybe if they took any chances, if they had gone 1-0 up, could you see an upset in there, or do you think that France will always come back? Poland is just
Yeah, mate. Poland. I think you said it earlier. Like this is probably their best game they played the whole tournament because that first game was against Mexico, mate. They were shocking against. I know it finished 0-0, but they weren't that great. And then the second game was against Saudi Arabia. Fine, they took their chances 2-0. I thought Saudi Arabia played well. And then the last game, Argentina, they just got the win. And Poland poor. So yeah, look, today Poland probably played the best game of the tournament. But mate, you just go look at the squad of.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened with George now.
Guys, we're back. We're back.
Ah, yeah, you're back. Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't know
yeah.
what happened, mate. I don't know what you're trying.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
As I was saying, yeah, the quality of France is just unbelievable, isn't it? And look, I'm not confident for even if England win tonight. As I said, how we're going to go and beat France in the quarterfinals. Look, France can go and win this whole thing again. You know, they're that good. And yeah, but no, I didn't see any upset from Poland, unfortunately, to today.
Yeah, I mean, this Poland is just. They had a sheer World Cup, shocking World Cup. Even Lewandowski was very, very poor in this World Cup. Absolutely shocking. I know he scored today, a penalty, but it was just shocking. To be honest, I actually predict Poland to go through in a group, and they did as a second. It happened, but I could not see Poland. And you know what? I actually predict France to beat them 3-1. And today I was actually with Steve. We went for this morning, and I said to Steven today that yeah, I think he was very nervous. Normal, of course you're going to be nervous. The same as you. You're going to be nervous for England against Senegal later. But I said, yeah, I think 3-0, 3-1. I cannot see this Poland. But yeah, look, they surprised me because they did surprise me because that first half, their organization was good at times, and they did create dangers to France. Like I said, if they would have gone 1-0 up, I think the game would have been completely different. But I still think France would still come back. Like you said, George, and we've said this plenty of times, like you said in your live stream as well last time, and I heard you saying how good is France, right? I mean, even with our Benzema, with our Pogba, with our Kante and Kunki, and even Hernandez. I think it's Theo Hernandez or Lucas Hernandez. I'm not even sure which one it is. They're both brothers. One got injured in the first game, but it's still this France is unreal. I think, like, most likely, let's be honest, unless a surprise happens, and you never know, anything can happen. That Senegal may surprise tonight. It's going to be a tough game. I said it's going to be a tough game for England, but I still think that England has got that quality and that extra quality over Senegal to do it, and they will go through. And then in the quarterfinal, most likely we're going to see France against England. But let's say that happens. England beat Senegal and France against England. Can you really see? Don't get me wrong, look, England has probably on a paper, England has probably one of the best squads in this World Cup, player by player. Absolutely, very, very good squads. I do not rate England manager. I think Gareth Southgate is very poor. Plus, he seems to always play his favourite players, right? There's a lot of coaches and dudes out there that seems to always play a lot of favourite players, and I think it's going to be a very tough game. There's history between England and France. There's a little bit of hate between them as well. There's always been, right? It's going to be a tough game, but can you see England, if they got through Senegal tonight, can you see England beat this France? Honestly, can you see it?
No way. Like I've got to be real with it. Like end of the day, right? Southgate, we all know about Southgate, but he will not stand a chance up against Deschamps' tactics and the way how France play against teams, right? Because at the end of the day, right? When was the last time England beat under Southgate beat a very very big side like a France, like a Spain, like an Italy? I can't think of the last time apart from Germany in that Euros, yeah. When was the last time England actually beat a big side like that? Because I honestly can't remember. In a big tournament under Southgate, because the Euros, we lost Italy. We lost Italy in the final, and we beat Denmark, we beat Ukraine, and then fair enough. Germany, fair enough. That's one, right? The World Cup 2018, we lost to Belgium. We beat Colombia, we beat Sweden, and then we lost to Croatia. under Southgate. So he hasn't really, and then even in the third place game, we lost to Belgium like 2-0. He hasn't beat a big side yet, Southgate, apart from Germany. So there's no way I'm confident that England will get anything against France, especially with their squad, as I mentioned loads of times.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly, we know football, anything can happen, and yeah, if you tell me that has England got the quality to beat France, yeah, they have, but it's I can't see England unfortunately beating this France. I cannot see England beat this France. But look, at the end of the day, anything can happen. And like you mentioned, since Gareth Southgate is in there from the World Cup 2018 to the Euros, when haven't really faced, like a big nation, like you've just mentioned, France, Germany in the World Cup, and Argentina and Brazil. They haven't even faced this kind of nations. Yeah, they faced Belgium, but Belgium is Belgium, the most overrated nation of all time that I ever remember, and very, very poor. And England actually lost one against them in a group stage and for the third and fourth place. And yeah, England, unfortunately, with Gareth Southgate, they might go and beat France in a quarterfinal if they beat Senegal today. But England, there's no way England's going to win. If people out there thinks that England's going to win the World Cup, and actually it might happen, look, again, I take my hats off because anything can happen in football. But, for you to go out there, still, you have to face Brazil, still, maybe Argentina, who knows? They're still on the other side. There's still Spain and Portugal. This nation has the experience on this kind of tournaments with players that, have played before. And it's just the mentality of these nations that England hasn't got, right? England hasn't got the mentality of that winning mentality in this kind of tournaments. I know England won a World Cup in '66, but then I can't even remember. I wasn't alive. Most of us wasn't alive. Football completely changed nowadays. England had a generation with so many quality players, like they do now. Their talent, their squad is amazing. Like I said, you look on the paper, yeah, a lot of quality players, but the mentality is not there. That winning mentality overall as a team, nah. If you compare to France or Brazil, now they're few steps above these nations. That's what I think. And we've got 22 people watching us now. Big up to everyone. Really appreciate the support. Remember, if you only takes 3 seconds, if you could subscribe to the channel if you're new, 25. And also, if you could subscribe to True Gunner. George, you need to leave your link on the chat. That will help. Like, people will subscribe to you. Also, I know they will. We always have amazing people watching us, and I'm pretty sure they always support us. And let me just go through in the live chat. Got a few comments in here. I'm not talking about Rabiot anymore, right? I'm done with Rabiot. For me, he was not one of the match today, and I'm done with Rabiot. So Steve says Poland had their chance for sure, but I think France would have come back for sure. Yes, they did, and I still believe that even if France was 1-0 down, I still believe that France would come back. This Poland is a very, very poor side. Lucas said Poland was share there. There was share for the whole tournament. And Steve says, and you said Rabiot man of the match for sure. You just don't want to admit it. He's still talking about Rabiot. Fuck Rabiot. And Luca also says France 3-1. I knew it. France 3-1. I think that's what I predicted yesterday. So we've got 37 people watching us right now. Thanks to everyone, and I really appreciate the support. Remember to subscribe if you're new to the channel. And Steve says Lucas is injured. Yeah, that's Lucas. You got Lucas Hernandez, then you got Theo Hernandez. Two brothers. What a quality in that left side. It's unreal, isn't it, George? Having Lucas Hernandez or Theo Hernandez.
I always get them mixed up, man. I always get them mixed up. I think Theo plays for AC Milan, and then the other one plays for Bayern Munich. Lucas plays for Bayern Munich.
Lucas is the one that plays for Bayern, and then Theo is the one who plays for AC Milan. I mean, the quality of these two brothers, I swear to God, who is the dads of these two players? And actually, his milk, the milk that he made these two players, surely should be sold for around 5 billion. This guy, honestly, Lucas Hernandez's dad and Theo Hernandez's dad deserve an award for being the father that has probably the best milk, making two left backs, absolute unbelievable.
Crazy.
Yeah, they are so good. These two. It says France, England. Let's see, England needs to do the job tonight. Lucas, my man, look, it's not going to be easy. Senegal.
It won't. Yeah.
I think Senegal, I know they haven't got Mane. Clearly, Mane is their main player, right? Mane has been amazing. He was good for Liverpool. He's good. He helped Senegal win in the Africa Cup as well. And well, any team, like Liverpool fans will tell you, right, how much they miss Mane. So we got 41 people watching us right now. Really appreciate the support. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, please, and also to George. He left his link for his channel on a live chat. And also, please let me know your thoughts about the game today, and also who was your man of the match. And then if France plays England, who do you think is going to win? I'm in here because I want to hear you guys. Look, 44 people right now watching us. So Luca thinks England will beat France. So Luca, please, if you think England will face France and you think England will beat France, can you please explain to me why do you think England will beat France, right? Please, this is why I ask everyone, right? George gave man of the match today to Rabiot. I did not agree with that, but then George explained why he thinks Rabiot should get man of the match. The same with Steve in a live chat, right? I like when people tells me something, but give me a reason why you think England will beat France, right? That's simple as that, right? Like I do. I'm in here, I review the games, and people ask me questions in a live chat. I go through. I always give my thoughts, right? If people not agree with me, I try to explain why the reason I'm saying such a thing, right? This is what I tell people all the time, okay? Look, let me know, please, what makes you think England will beat France. But make sure that Lucas Hernandez dads, yeah, and Theo Hernandez dads, he may make you another Luca like you on YouTube. And Bellingham, Rees, and Foden, yeah, class quality. England midfield is really, really quality. But overall, look at the France team overall as a team, much better in England. For me, yes. Not on the paper. On a paper, if you actually look on a paper, England has, like I've mentioned, one of the best squads up there. The United family, big up to you, my brother. Really appreciate the support. He says that Africa in me is supporting Senegal. Fair play. And yeah, I will be supporting Senegal too, because I'm half Senegal, I'm half French, I'm half Argentina, I'm half Portuguese, and also I'm half of Theo Hernandez and Lucas Hernandez brother, right? So Lucas Hernandez dad's and Theo Hernandez dad gave half of his milk. He made myself as well, and he says England will beat France. Okay, like I said, look, just explain.
Yeah, why, Luca? Why do you think this?
Just now, wait. We're gonna wait for Lucas to explain. He's gonna be on my live stream tonight. So after the game, England against Senegal, I'm gonna do a review for the game, and of course look ahead as well. Who's gonna face France? And then if he thinks England's gonna beat France, means England's gonna beat Senegal as well today. So he will explain to me why he thinks France is gonna beat England. So wait until tonight. I'm gonna have a massive show tonight. I'm gonna have Lucas Hernandez dads. I'm gonna have Theo Hernandez, and I'm gonna have everyone on my live show tonight to review England and Senegal. And all Lucas says France go week back. That's what he means. Loris isn't that good, right? You're saying France go week back. What does you make? Do you think that France has a week back when you go Upamecano? You got also Saliba, Konate in the bench as well. You got Varane, you got Conte, you got Pavard, you got Theo Hernandez. His brother got injured, like we just mentioned. I mean, what does make you think that their back four is not good? They did really well that first half. Fulham had some good chances. You saw Varane clear of the line, and you saw Upamecano and stuff. Hugo Lloris, okay, like I've mentioned this a few times, right? Hugo Lloris haven't been the best, right? This season he's been poor for Tottenham, and it hasn't really been that good for France as well recently. But he seems to always do the job for France. And remember, this guy have achieved a lot for France. All right, he's getting old, the age getting to him, and also we have to think, right? The kind of football nowadays, the style of football nowadays is so important, and it helps when a goalkeeper can play with his feet. Look, Hugo Lloris is a left foot that does not really help a goalkeeper, and also he's not good with his feet. He's amazing, shot stopper, but Hugo Lloris always seems to have the problem with his feet. That's why he makes most of his mistakes. Then once, and we saw today, he was shaking at times, right? He couldn't hold the ball, jumping. A typical from Hugo Lloris. When Hugo Lloris is like that, it seems to sometimes like when he loses his confidence in the game, when he start making mistakes, that's it. He will always make so many mistakes during the game. But for me, he's still a good goalkeeper. And if you said they got weak back four, I do not agree with that. I think France has an amazing centre backs. Their back four is really good. Okay, they will make mistakes like everyone else will do. I think the best defenders of all time, like Maldini, he made some mistakes as well. No one's is perfect. And remember, in football, mistakes has to happen goals, right? So Luca also says England will get a semi-final. Do you think? Fair play. Steve said England are not much better at the back with Maguire as a captain.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go. Look, I don't even need to say anything. Steve, Steve and the Frenchman, Alain Les Blues, have replied to you and told you there's no Messi in here, right? And then Steven says Maguire will get a red card against France for sure. Make sure you put the bet on, right? Lucas says England will beat France. Well, he keeps saying England will beat France. That's it. Big up, 18 people. Let's see if I get. Yeah, Luca, trust me. Tonight, live stream, you're gonna have about 200 people just watching you, and you will explain to everyone why you think England's going to be France. So make sure you come along because people are excited. I've got a few people in here. They already text me saying they can't wait for tonight's review after the England Senegal to listen to you, to make sure you explain to everyone in the chat that I had about 47 people in here watching me when you said that England's going to beat France. So everyone is looking forward to hear you force tonight and what you think England's going to beat France. And also, True gonna leave his link in here if you could help and subscribe to him. I'm sure Steve will do, and few of the guys that in the chat will support Josh. 43 people go support this both great guys. Really appreciate Luca, and also you. Drop your link in a comment, and I'm sure people will subscribe to you. And Steve says the dad of Lucas and Teo got man of the match to produce these players. Yes, he's definitely got the best milk out there for the best footballers. To raise footballers like this, two footballers with this quality. Come on, this guy, he deserves an award definitely. And I bet you all the important stars will want to fuck with him to get a son like that. And well done, Josh. Congratulations. I agree with you. And he says, the United family, lol, you are half of 7 countries. And who do you mean? I don't know. He's talking about me when I said, yeah, I speak, I'm half Senegal, I'm half French, I'm half Portuguese, I'm half Argentina, I'm everywhere. As you can see, I always have, all the nations with me. And it's because Tottenham are shit end off. Talking about Hugo Lloris. But, Josh, we've been live for 43 minutes. It's been a good stream. Too much drama in the live chat. I disagree a lot tonight. I don't think I have disagreed this much in my live stream like I did today. But look, hey, this is what makes us being in here and debate about football, right? We will agree, we will disagree. We all should respect everyone's opinion. And at the end of the day, it's all love, right? And Josh, Mbappe, right? We've talked about Mbappe at the beginning of this live stream. Let's talk about Mbappe again. And also let's, credit to Giroud. I mean, he just, beat Henry as top goal scorer for France, right? I mean, Giroud, you've mentioned already with Giroud, he played for Arsenal before, probably one of the most underrated strikers in the last 15 years. What to play? I think he had a good game. I'm not sure if you think Giroud had a good game.
Oh, he was class, mate. Yeah, he's quality.
Yeah,
but another player as well that, for me, it's probably been France's most underrated player this tournament is Griezmann, man. He's been quality. You know,
Yeah,
and although he hasn't scored many goals, he just the way how he gets the ball right and creates stuff right is mad. Like I love watching Griezmann. He's a class player. He's very experienced for France. He's played in many big competitions like the World Cup and Euros. And yeah, for me, he's been one of France's most underrated players. Griezmann.
yeah. He always do well for France. He's one of definitely probably. I said this on the other day. I said Griezmann is the most important player on this France team, and yeah, Didier Deschamps absolutely loves Griezmann. I mean, like, but his work rate is unbelievable. And Mbappe, right? Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo last World Cup. Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo, most likely we're gonna see probably one more year after this season for them, and that's it pretty much. And Messi probably most likely will be moving somewhere to MLS or wherever he's gonna be moving. Cristiano Ronaldo might end up moving now as well to MLS or Saudi Arabia or Qatar, wherever the money's gonna be there, wherever they're all gonna offer him, and who knows, Cristiano Ronaldo may go back to Sporting Lisbon for one season. We don't know what's going on. But Mbappe, is Mbappe the next real deal? Can Mbappe win a few Ballon d'Ors? Will Mbappe become one of the greatest players of all time?
Mhm.
Will Mbappe be up there with Diego Armando Maradona, with Pelé, with Lionel Messi, with Cristiano Ronaldo, and also with football Ferreira, of course? And will Mbappe also be up there with Lucas Hernandez dads? You know, I mean, Josh, like, let's
Yeah.
be honest. Let's jokes aside, and everybody. I know people likes to hear some of the jokes, but let's be honest in here. Mbappe, what is your thoughts on Mbappe? 23 years old, two
Oh,
World
mate.
Cups, two World Cups, has scored 9 goals, I think, in
Yeah,
two World Cups.
he's the second now. If he's the second most player to score in, he scored like nine. Yeah, is it 9 goals in the World Cup now? That's
Two World Cups, yeah.
the second most player who scored that many goals in the World Cup for France. So I don't know who it is who scored the
And
most, but
he's also have scored already in this World Cup 5 goals, right? And
yeah, he's gonna get goal. Is it Golden Boot? Yeah, he's gonna get Golden Boot. I
yeah,
think for the World Cup, 100%.
and let's not forget, George, as well, that Mbappe is only 20 fucking 3 years old.
Crazy. It's crazy,
This
man.
kid is like, look, for me, Mbappe still has time to win another World Cup. Yeah,
Mm.
he has time to win quite a few Ballon d'Ors easily. He has time to make two children like, Hernandez, Theo and Lucas Hernandez that it did. So Mbappe probably most likely has some milk in there under his balls to have to to create, to raise two another Mbappes for the future, right? So I mean, Mbappe, there's no doubt, is the next real deal. If you are
Mm.
watching this right now, and if you don't agree with me, I swear to God that you need to go and check your doctors because there's something wrong with you. Mbappe is definitely the real deal. And I haven't only just said this now just because he scored two great goals. Like Football Ferreira always say, two golazos today. But I've been saying this, since I opened my YouTube channel 6 months ago before the World Cup. And I say every time I do a review on a France games, and I said, right, Mbappe is definitely the next god. If you think Mbappe is not the next god, there is serious problem with your brain. Go and check. Look at Hernandez dads. He may give you some brain, some milk to put in your brain, or go check your doctor and make sure you go and start away because Mbappe is definitely the next real deal. Josh, just quickly before we go, we give another 5 minutes because it's almost 6 o'clock. We got 1 hour break just before the game. Time for us to, maybe, have something to eat, get ready to enjoy the England, and well, get ready to watch Senegal beat England, and most likely halftime as well. Probably Steve, and yourself say Rabiot is man of the match. You probably will have time to go and check some of the Rabiot pictures on Google. Maybe have a wink over Rabiot as well. And George, Mbappe, how many Ballon d'Ors? I know you can't really say how many Ballon d'Ors he's going to win, but do you think he's going to win several Ballon d'Ors, few Ballon d'Ors? You know, I mean,
Bro,
Mbappe. Tell me
100%.
about Mbappe. Tell me about Mbappe.
Bro, he's unbelievable. Like his age, he's 23. I'm just gutted, yeah. When he's at Monaco, when he burst onto the scene, and when Arsene Wenger came out last year and said we was like so close to signing him. Could you imagine if he's at Arsenal right now? Like, bro, we'd be loving life. But end of the day, right? Look, we can never say that he's ever going to be compared to, like, you know, the GOATs right now, like Messi or Ronaldo. I don't think there'll be never a player better than Messi. Like Messi's Messi.
He will be up there.
He'll be up there, but nowhere, you know, on Messi's level, mate. I don't think we'll ever take over what Messi has done in football. And end of the day, mate, yeah, definitely he will be one. I think he is right now out there for the best player in the world at its current stage, because look, Messi is you know, getting older now. Ronaldo's, you know, something to Ronaldo. He's got to find a new club, and both, as you said, both of them had a few more seasons left in them. I think they might go away from Europe just to, like, you know, calm down, like playing the MLS or whatever, or, you know, or Qatar or wherever they want to go. So yeah, Mbappe, as you said, is the next goat. And for me, he's better than Haaland. I don't know what you think. Do you think he's better than Haaland as well? That's just my opinion. I think.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for me, he's much better than Haaland.
Because people want to compare them. I just think Mbappe is clear at the end of the day, mate. It's simple.
Oh yeah, 100%. I think, like, I've said this a few times. I say that, you know, we should not compare. Like, a lot of people seem to compare Messi with Ronaldo. We should just enjoy this kind of playing, right? We should be like as well to be alive, you know, in this generation that we've seen Messi, Ronaldo. Probably in the next 5-6 years, we're going to see Haaland, Mbappe, or someone else. It might just, who knows? Maybe, you know, Theo Hernandez and Lucas Hernandez, dad, may already have a son from a different mother, right? And he's up there. He's gonna, you know, who knows? But yes, Mbappe will be the next new deal, and him and Haaland will be up there. But yeah, Mbappe is clearly ahead of Haaland. Mbappe can do on his own. Haaland cannot do this kind of things on his own. Definitely no. But look, Joshua, 2 minutes before we go, we still got 16, 70 people watching us. Big up to everyone. Really appreciate the support. And remember, people, it's football Ferreira in here. You know, I know I haven't got Lucas Hernandez or Theo Hernandez blood, but trust me, I should belong to that generation. I should belong to their family, because football Ferreira is just, there's only one in this world, right? I will be back straight after the England Senegal. Who knows what's going to happen? I mean, of course, I want Senegal to win, you know. Respect to all the English people that always show me so much support, you know, subscribe to my channel. I have too many English people that, you know, help me in my life daily. Very good friends of mine as well. But, you know, I don't want to see England to do well. And I don't want to come. He's not coming home. For me, he's not coming home, right? But who knows? Let's wait and see. I've got children. My children, they're all English, basically. But they actually asked me this morning, why you don't want England to win? And I said, yeah, because I don't want England to win. Simple as that. Yeah, I don't want England to win, because otherwise there's going to be too much noisy, you know, next to my house, the neighbors, and just too much drama next to me. I don't like drama, you know. But yeah, Josh, thank you, and it was a pleasure to it was a pleasure to have you, my man. And no, I really appreciate you coming along, and everyone that is watching this. And well, it's good to see football for at least laughing for once. And but yeah, anything you want to say before we go? And yeah, get ready tonight, because I will be back straight after the England Senegal, and it's going to be exciting. Definitely, I'm going to have a big stream. There's going to be a lot debate on air. I will disagree and agree as usually. Typical, you know, this is why we love the beautiful game. But yeah, Josh, few seconds before we go. I give you 60 seconds if you want to praise Lucas and Theo Hernandez's dads.
Yeah, mate, it's been a pleasure. Thanks for letting me come on once again. A bit of everyone, we've had so many people watching you as well. It's great to see so many people in the chat as well. And yeah, look, it's not coming home. But what I will say is, like, end of the day, right, guys, I've left my link in the comment section. So if anyone could subscribe, really means a lot to me. I'm on the road to 3K subscribers by the end of this year. It can be done. We're growing massively. I do also, same as Football Ferreira, I do World Cup streams. But not only that, I'm an Arsenal fan, so there'll be lots of Arsenal content when the Premier League does resume and when Arsenal do win the Premier League this season. But yeah, cheers, Jose, once again, my man. Thanks for me come on, and yeah, big up everyone.
No problem, and you always welcome. And of course, it's my pleasure to have you on my channel. And yeah, please, if you could go and subscribe to George, his link is in here. Just grab a few of the comments in the live chat. Just go and support him. Come on, it's free. Only takes 3 seconds to subscribe to someone. And Steve keeps going on about Rabiot. He keeps saying Rabiot, congratulations, Rabiot on game man of the match.
Did he actually get man of the match, like, officially?
Nah, surely he didn't. If he got man of the match, I swear to God, right? I'm gonna make sure that Lucas Hernandez, Lucas Hernandez's dad, Milk, the guy who gave Rabiot man of the match. And Stephen Ayers says Griezmann been amazing in the pace that makes everything fit. He says also, 9 goals is full-time. That's the goal scorer in the World Cup for France.
Oh, yeah.
And he says, praise Rabiot for sure. Yeah, that second half was good, but not that first 45 minutes. That first 45 minutes, he was still looking for, Lucas Hernandez dad to give, him some milk for him to be a good footballer like, the Hernandez brother. But big up to you, Steve. Really appreciate you watching the live. Make sure you're coming back tonight, because of course you will know who your friends will be facing, right? England or Senegal. Josh, we're ending this live stream right now with still 15 people watching us, right? It's amazing numbers. Really appreciate everyone, and God bless you all. At the end of the day, it's all love, right? We joke, we agree, and we'll disagree, but at the end of the day, we have to respect each other like humans, like our opinions, thoughts, and remember, it's all love at the end of the day. And Steve says, don't worry, he's 7. He's man, of course. He says bye. Yeah, big up to you, Steve, and everyone that is watching this. And like I said, look, I will be back straight after England tonight, and God bless you all. At the end of the day, much love to everyone, and thank you as well. So, Josh, just say bye to everyone.
Vamos.
Always, vamos. Adios,